up, y'all? It's DJ Envy.
And I am Gia Casey.
And this is another edition of the Casey Crew.
Welcome. Hello, 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 beautiful people.
Yes, welcome. Now, where's all the stuff, Benz?
What stuff?
The stuff we're sending away.
Oh, you're sending away stuff?
Yes.
Well, hold up. Can I interrupt real quick?
Go ahead. See her little t-shirt?
Hey, everybody.
No?
She got a Casey Crew
Wait, what's happening?
Ray Dunn t-shirt.
You see me out here?
Gia Casey, Ray Dunn. Gia Casey, Ray Dunn Crew.
Hi, guys. But wait a minute.
Wait, move your heads.
Can you read what the back says for everybody?
Finish
Mine gets better. I make them envy.
Wait, let me see the. Hold on, wait. What are the hashtags? Casey Crew Dunn Hunt. Gia Casey Dunn Crew. I got a Dunn Crew.
So yes, you have a whole Dunn crew.
Oh my goodness.
Where you going?
I'll be right back. Hey, you go talk. Go talk.
Oh, wait a minute. Where you going? Wait a minute. No, I gotta wait for. Where you going?
I'm walking. I'll be right back. Go ahead.
Oh no. Wait a minute. He one-upped me?
I have no idea.
First of all, y'all know we in competition, so I and my crew have something special for Gia, a just because gift. But wait a minute, boss just let the games begin. Wait a minute, what you got?
So you thought I was coming with some Ray Dunn stuff, but I'm not.
See, this is how I know. See, listen, boss ain't never ready. I'm always one up on him. So y'all remember last time.
What's going on?
Thank you, Esther. Y'all remember
This
last...
podcast turned hood, but go ahead.
It really did. But listen, real quick, before y'all get into some serious conversation. Last time, boss, I gave Gia a beautiful gift from the Ray Dunn crew. Mm-hmm. And then you did what? Let the people know what you did.
I do nothing.
What'd you do? You went and the Birkin that he originally bought you guys, the black one that she has 5 of them already, he went and got her what? What'd you get her, boss?
I have to get her nothing.
No, what did you get? What did you go and get her?
I gave her this peen.
Anyway, so he got her. Gia, you want to explain what you got for your birthday in return to my gift?
You could explain.
He got her this other Birkin, this ostrich Birkin, the color that she wanted, and she was screaming, and he replayed the whole scene over. So boss wanted to reenact. So he got her this one. Some ostrich shit. What is that? That's everything in one?
I can't get my vitamin Splendor for Valentine's.
It's all February. Everything that happens in February.
That's an all February bag?
It's all February. Happy Valentine's, happy birthday.
Oh, I love you. Thank you.
But he only does gifts, basically for her birthday, probably holidays. I do just because gifts. So I'm actually going to. I have a gift for you too, boss.
Wait, is there a just because gift?
I have a just because gift, but wait a minute. Before I do that, here, this is yours.
She came bearing gifts for everybody.
And Gia, this is for you.
Oh, wait, let me see.
I done hunt for my wife. Please help.
Oh, this is adorable.
So if you want to be a part of the Dunn Hunt crew, which I have, what happened?
This says, I have a Dunn Hunt crew.
You have, Gia has a Dunn Hunt crew. So I have, well, first of all, the crew out there, the real gang member out there, she knows she is. If you want to be a part of the Dunn Hunt crew, we can be from anywhere, all over. Please DM me and we'll send t-shirts and you can go out, have videos and get Gia unicorns. Okay, unicorns. But let me pull out what I have. So boss, can you tell people what you paid for potatoes?
You talk. Get what you got to get.
What did you pay for potatoes?
$20.
No, you didn't.
So let me tell all the Dunn Hunters out there.
Look at this is what potato. She don't have 2. She got 2 now.
Oh, you got me another potato?
You got another potato. How much did you pay for that?
$20.
No, you didn't. You paid $200.
She got another potatoes, boo.
I paid $200 for it.
Okay, but I'm not done.
You're not what?
Why don't you? I'm not done.
You're not what?
Why don't you put this right here?
You're not who?
I'm not.
So shout out to all the Dunn Hunters out there. I appreciate you, even though Benz doesn't. So I want to send you some cool stuff on behalf of myself. Whether it's a Casey Crew hat.
Oh, now you want to do something.
Casey Crew socks. With my picture on it, so you can think about me all the time.
Please, boss.
He's trying to redirect by gifting them.
I know. Oh, no.
You see what's going on?
Glass, you know what I mean? So every time you take a little sip, I want to do stuff like that for you. Wine glass. Mm-hmm. Or if you drink coffee, a little coffee mug right there. Put your little pinky up like this. For you people out there, that support us. And finish, continue on.
But so you sending those to my crew members?
They not your crew members.
Because let me tell you something real quick. You pissed off my crew members because when you said somebody DM'd you about Funny Bunny, they all was like, who is she? Blast her out. Who is this person?
She told me they were like, there is no funny bunny.
There is no Funny Bunny.
A word?
There's a honey bunny.
But anyways,
there's no funny bunny.
No, maybe
but I
there's
knew
honey.
what you meant.
Yes.
I knew what you meant.
But anyways, Gia, do you remember there was a specific...
Hold on. She has to burp.
Oh, it's a burp? Oh, burp the potatoes. Not the potatoes. But wait, you might have to put the baby down because you might scream for this next one. So let me put the baby down.
Wait. Hold on. You see what's happening here?
You know what's going to happen.
Are you catching the vibes?
Unicorn time.
You see what's happening here?
Boss, you want to drum roll it real quick?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You good? Oh, you good? I'm just saying, but this is a just because gift because, you know, I appreciate our friendship.
But for all the people out there that looks for Ray Dunn, be careful. There's a lot of fakes out there. And sometimes people get fake stuff and they don't know that it's fake.
There's no fakeness in this.
There's a lot of knockoffs.
Now you trying to...
So let's see what she pulls out.
Anyways, Gia, you sent a text message a while ago about something that you have wanted. It's a unicorn, by the way.
Hold on. Tortillas and guacamole and salsa
I got some.
and tacos.
Close your eyes.
Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes.
And then turn around.
Done. I'm gonna turn around slowly. I'm sorry if I just screamed in y'all's ear.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It's for her.
Chocolate, marshmallow, and graham cracker.
What does that make, boss?
Equals s'mores. For the baby.
Now, let me just tell you. I'm gonna just tell you how whack.
S'mores.
See, this is the difference between me and Ben's, right? Open it up. What's in there? Nothing. I'm just saying. Now, if it was me, it would have been marshmallows in there. If it
was you didn't do it just because
It'd have been
gift.
chocolate.
You didn't even do this. Is a just because gift, boss. You
But-
didn't even do it. You didn't even do it. This is a unicorn. This is a unicorn.
No, you don't even understand.
He wouldn't, you know.
You don't even understand.
not all that.
Yes, it is. You hater.
Is that a dent in it?
They're called
You are
dimples.
a hater.
The more dimples, the more special.
Yes.
Dimples is a good characteristic when it comes to Ray Dunn.
Look at, you see how beautiful this is?
It's spelled chocolate wrong. That's not even real.
Look at this. Oh my gosh. Baby, do you have any idea how hard it is to find this?
So shout out to the crew, Gia Casey's crew. You okay?
Wait, but how'd they find this, honestly?
I'm good.
So one of the crew members, the head crew member, she had
you hear her?
actually. Yeah.
Okay.
You know why? Because I'm mic'd up.
Oh, she's mic'd up. She planned this. This motherfucker planned this. All right, go ahead.
Boss, you like to be in competition with me, but come on. This is a just because.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, when's the last time boss got you a just because?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
I gave you a just because the other night.
No, but boss, that's regular. Okay. Well, baby,
That's typical. That's
Oh,
every
word.
night. That's every other night.
Did you catch a
Right.
Charlie horse?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Well, anyways, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead. But boss, I just want to let you know. Can you just read the back one more time?
My gifts are worse. I envy him. He's a leader.
Yeah, right.
So wait, Benz, what do we do? Are these just for us?
Let me see.
So I actually, if you really want to be a part, because you are a hater. Gia has her own crew. There's so many people out there all over that want to Ray Dunn hunt. If you want to Ray Dunn hunt, DM me. You could be a part of Gia's crew. And then we'll have a little something special for you guys because we got to find a couple more unicorns out there.
I have a whole plan for this. You don't even understand.
He wouldn't.
So anyway, we want you guys to subscribe to our podcast, right?
All right, I'm out.
If you do, we have a lot of cool things to give you. You know, because we just want to say thank you guys for rocking with us for so long. We have socks, we have mugs, we have wine glasses. We're going to be giving it to a lot of you guys.
Come on, Gia. Show me the
dance.
Come on. We got to do the dance.
Now,
we got to
for everybody out there.
Boss, what's up? You're not. You really continue with us.
Now, guys.
You all right?
Now, guys.
You feel me? It's all good. This
I
is
don't know
just
if you
because.
see
It's a just because
Mercedes.
gift.
She went to DR recently, and as you see, she got a body done.
No,
So-
you're a hater. I'm in the gym.
Oh, come.
Unlike
Show
this
them.
one.
Show
I'm
them.
in the gym. You feel me?
Show
boss?
them what's
You see
going
I'm out
on.
here, you see?
The other day, I'm on her Instagram.
Come here. You gotta walk.
The other day,
Just
I'm on her
walk.
Instagram. She pulls up her shirt to show everybody her stomach. Look, I'm in the gym.
Yes, I'm in the gym.
Okay. She went to the DR. She got
You
it
see
for
all this loving Gia gives me?
She got it for the low.
I gotta do to you what Bricky does to me. I gotta cuddle you like a cat.
She went to the DR, got it for the low.
No, I did not.
Dr. Miami, you know what I mean?
Build a booty.
You know what I'm saying? You know
I
what I'm
eat
saying?
good.
You know
when
what
you
I'm saying?
getting back in the gym, boss?
I'm in the gym right now.
You wanna do a
You
little?
lying. You ain't in nobody's gym. Why you lying?
You don't know what I do?
I know what you do.
But I'm lying.
If you was in the gym, you wouldn't have been like, my calves seized up on me.
And my back hurts.
That's my gym time. When I'm knocking you off, that's the gym.
All right,
That's
I'm out.
the gym?
That's it.
Okay, I'll give
Bye,
you that.
people.
All right, back to what I was saying.
Ben.
You're welcome.
I was whack. But anyway, for
such a
everybody
hater.
out there, you know, please subscribe to the podcast. And if you do, every week we're going to pick one person and we're going to give you some stuff, whether it's the mugs, a wine glass, socks, just because we just want to say thank you so much. And to all the Ray Dunn hunters out there, I know Ben's probably treats you like garbage. I'm going to send you some of this stuff just to say thank you. You make my wife happy. So if you make my wife happy, I appreciate you.
S'mores.
But Ben's is actually going back out to DR, I think, tomorrow. So she's going. What time's your flight? See? But anyway. But Ben's is in the gym. I don't even play like that. She's in the gym. She works out every morning. She gets busy. So congratulations.
In the gym at like 6 a.m.
6 a.m. Mm-hmm. So the podcast is starting 20 minutes late because of this bullshit that they had going on. She was pre-mic'd. She was all ready. She had a jacket on, popped up. I said, I see what it is.
I need to talk to homegirl to see how she got that though. That's special. Don't ice grill the s'mores.
Anyway, so let's have this conversation. Gia and I was watching, and this is the bad thing about me not traveling anymore because of the pandemic. I don't travel as much. Yo, can you see my my hole in my crotch? Okay. Can the camera see it? Oh.
Why do you have a hole in your crotch?
Ask me why I have a hole in my crotch.
Why do you have a hole in your crotch?
All right, so let me explain it to you. So if you don't know, Irma left. Right? Irma, our nanny, she left. We didn't have a nanny. So Benz said, you know what? I'm going to help, right? But all she wants to do is help Gia, which is cool. I get it. I understand. So
Hey, Benz.
So what she decided to do is she said, yo, I'm going to take their clothes to the laundry because clothes was piling up. So usually, you know, if you have jeans, you don't wash your jeans. You send it to the dry cleaners. Well, Benz decided to send everything to the washer, right? So my stuff that she sent shrunk. So these pants, my jeans that are very expensive, that have leather patches, I have about 10 pair, more than that probably. She shrunk them all. And this one has a hole in it. But the problem with, these are my favorite jeans. I like them. I like the way they fit. They make my body feel good. But Ben's put a hole in it. They put a hole in it, right? So I got to cover myself up.
Hold on. This is his church cloth. Like, don't stretch my shirt. This is your church cloth.
Right.
Let's get you right.
So, yes. So I have a hole in it.
Can't
my
offend
shirts,
the Lord.
my hoodies, anything that's nice. Now it fits Logan. Logan's happy as hell. I can't wear it because Ben's shrunk my stuff. She ain't shrunk none of Gia's stuff. Shrunk all my stuff. Anyway. So that's why I have a hole in my crotch. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, back to, I was going to say, you know, Gia has me watching a lot of trash TV, right? We used to cuddle. We used to watch TV that, you know, sparked interest. You know, made us think, you know, made us want to tell our kids about history and about thinking outside the box. But now Gia watches a lot of reality shows. So we were watching Housewives of Atlanta, right?
Oh, that's what we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
And during Housewives of Atlanta, they had a bachelorette party. The guy's name was Bolo. And all the women love Bolo. Cool. So we were having a conversation. She said, would I mind if she did a bachelorette party, or went to a bachelorette party?
No, I didn't ask you if you would mind if I did a bachelorette party or went to a bachelorette party. I asked if I did do this bachelorette party or if I did go to this bachelorette party, would you mind if I did the things that these ladies did on Real Housewives of Atlanta?
It depends, right? And this is how
well, you have to talk about what they did.
What did they do?
Okay, so some of you may have seen it.
We gotta say allegedly because
many of you probably did. I'm not very well versed in that whole allegedly thing, so you might have to correct me or pick me up.
If it wasn't on TV, you gotta say allegedly. If you didn't see it with your eyes, you gotta say allegedly.
Okay, so I'll mind my speech. So they went away. I'm not really sure where it was that they went. They rented a house and they invited a stripper. Candy has this whole dungeon theme thing that she does, and everybody knows she sells sex toys, and she's very sexually well versed, I assume, right? So she's the one that put on this party. Mm-hmm. she had costumes for each one of the girls, like lingerie or sex-themed costumes, like nips pretty much out, booty out, everything out, and whatnot. So then she invited a stripper, I believe, from her dungeon show that she does. She has like a traveling show, I believe. So she ships him there. And I say ship because it seems as though he appeared in a box, a big like acrylic box, and he's in there doing his body rolls and all that stuff. So they invite him in and he performs. So apparently, Bolo has what they called, and I cannot verify because it was all blurred, but a 20-inch piece, right? And from what I could tell, because again, there was a lot of blurring and camera angles and everything, but he was whipping it around all over the place. And the girls were enjoying the show. So he was dancing in front of them, performing for them, dancing with them. There was times where he was touching them. His member may or may not have touched some of their body parts, maybe their hands, maybe it got rested on a body part here or there. And they were very much for it. They were enjoying their girls' weekend. So that's one thing, you know, like how far is too far when a girl's weekend or a guy's weekend comes into play? You know, what is okay? What is not okay? Is touching appropriate? If so, what kind of touching is appropriate? I think Drew, who is the new housewife, who I actually like, she seems really cool. I'm enjoying her on the show. I don't remember seeing this, but when they recapped it on the following week's episode, I think she told her husband that Bolo flipped her somehow and that she made it clap for him or in front of him. And that might have been, and I think that she, maybe she said that she saw his 20-inch joint, right? And then there was just a lot of other things going on. So when that portion of the bachelorette party was over, allegedly, it carried on. The members of the cast told the producers pretty much to shut off the cameras because what they were going to engage in, they didn't want it to be recorded. It wasn't for television. The producers are sneaky, clearly, because there was still some footage being captured. Footage in which I believe that I saw Portia and another new girl who's not a cast member, but a friend of Kenya's. I think her name is Latoya. If I have her name wrong, pardon me. But Portia and that girl were kissing on the couch. Okay, that's what I believe that I saw. And that's what they claimed was happening the following week. Okay. Then there were claims being made that, well, by Kenya.
Well, we don't have to say names, but somebody had sex with the stripper. That's what they said.
No, the claims, it's everywhere.
Yeah, but we don't have this. We're not going to put nobody's name in there because we don't know.
Okay. So there were claims that someone, you guys can look it up, was having sex with the stripper. Then the claim got bigger by the accusation becoming 2 people had sex with the stripper, allegedly. So that is what all went on for the bachelorette party, plus some more information I'm not going to provide. So we got into a conversation about it. And I asked Rashawn, what would his boundaries be if I went away for a girls' weekend and a stripper was involved?
Right. So the first thing I asked you, old Rashawn or new Rashawn?
That is what he asked me. And I said, new Rashawn.
Okay. And she was surprised by this answer. And that's what made us stop and say, you know what, we're going to talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah, so we didn't get to finish this conversation in our bedroom like we never do because he always wants to save it for the podcast.
Right. So new Rashawn, it depends.
Well, you want to talk about old Rashawn first?
Old Rashawn is easy. Nah, fuck no. No way. No way. You're not going around no naked man. If you see a naked man, a half naked man in the room, you sit in the corner. That's old Rashawn.
So wait. So hold on. So what would old Rashawn have done if he found out that these things had already taken place? It's not as though I would have called you and asked you for permission in the interim.
I probably would have popped up when the stripper was dancing. Old Rashawn.
You wouldn't have known because they didn't.
Old Rashawn knows everything.
You wouldn't have known.
Now,
And they're in a whole other state.
old Rashawn would have been upset and pissed off and would have been attitudinal and definitely would have been arguments in the house.
But that's all you could have done was argue, right? Okay. But how would you have felt?
I don't know, because I'm not in that mind space now.
Okay.
But new Rashawn, when Gia was surprised by this, I wouldn't necessarily care, depending on what it was. If you were out with your girls and it was a bachelorette party and let's say you were smacking his ass, putting singles on his ass, I wouldn't have a problem with that. That's a bunch of y'all having fun. Nobody's taking it to the next level. You're not putting a penis on your nose or your face or your eyes. You're not sucking them off. You're not jerking them off. It's all fun. That's what a bachelorette party is about. I wouldn't have a problem with that.
So it'd be okay if I touched it?
No, it wouldn't be okay if you touched his dick.
Okay. You said I wasn't. I said, but these ladies, from what I gathered, may have touched the penis.
Well, some of them might have, but you asked me how I felt. If you touched his dick, it would be a problem. Yet now it's a problem.
No. You said when we were watching it, you said you wouldn't mind if I did pretty much what they did.
Some of them did it and some of them didn't. Some of them fucked them. Yes, I would have a problem with that.
Okay,
some of them didn't.
not her. I'm talking about the girls that were just having fun and enjoying the show.
Yeah,
that was after hours. I'm talking about the show.
Yes, but there's boundaries. You can't touch another man's dick, like a stripper or not. But
what if? Okay, hold on a second. You can't touch it with your hands, but clearly, other people touched it with their bodies. Allegedly,
what do you mean touch it with their bodies?
Because listen, I've been to a bachelorette type of situation before where a stripper has arrived. And the stripper will pick you up. He'll have you straddling him
girls, yes.
where the face is all in, his mouth, like all of that flips you down. Then all of a sudden, you're at his waist and your legs are going like this and he has you like this and he's grinding and all this stuff. So his penis is touching you.
Right.
It is touching you. Maybe not by way of your hands, but it's still touching you.
Right. Yeah, in certain instances.
So you have no problem with all of that?
Yeah, I do.
Acrobatics?
There's certain things I do have a problem with it, and certain things I think it's okay. If y'all just throwing singles on him and you're smacking his ass and it's funny, yeah, that's cool. But it's the same as a strip club. If I go to a strip club and I smack a girl's ass or a girl gives me a lap dance, you might be like, you've been there with me and that happened.
I mean, I've paid for it.
You paid for it, right? But that's different than I'm saying a girl flips me up and puts her coochie on my face and lays down on the floor and gyrates her coochie on my face. That's a lot different.
Well,
because we used to have, when I used to DJ the club, it was this thing we used to call newbies, right? So newbies are people like their first time in a strip club.
Right.
They don't know what to experience. And we always had a couple of girls that would pretty much disrespect the newbies. And when I say disrespect the newbie is they would pretty much basically stay by their waist. And then
they would stay by their waist.
The stripper would grab the guy's waist, right?
Okay.
While he sits down and pretty much flip on top of him and pull his head and act like she's pounding her face in his head. Her coochie would be pounding in his face.
Okay.
So it's kind of like if I grab
her coochie?
Yeah, coochie. I have kids. Coochie. So, but it was always funny. Everybody would laugh and the newbie would be embarrassed like a motherfucker, right? But it was always funny.
Mm-hmm.
So would I allow that to happen to me? No. I don't want nobody's poom poom in my face.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, what happened if I had poom poom in my face and all of a sudden I come home with crabs and this crab's walking on my mustache, whatever it may be, or beard. Who knows? Just joking. But in a strip club, yeah, there's certain things that you do in a strip club. Guys throw money. Guys slap ass. Some guys get lap dances. Okay. In a bachelorette party, same thing.
Well, I'm not saying that that's okay.
Women will slap. Well, we can talk about that after. Women slap ass. Some women get a lap dance. But now when you're touching his dingling, that's like a dude touching a girl's vagina. Like, no, that is too far. Now we have a problem. But if you're out there and you got a couple of dollars and you want to throw some singles on at the stripper, I don't even have no singles. But if you want to throw some money on the thing, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Your girls are having fun.
Sean, you are backpedaling.
I'm not. How am I backpedaling?
Yes, you are. You're backpedaling.
How?
What you said when we were in the bedroom. You started and then you stopped and saved it for the podcast, but You're like, no, I wouldn't have a problem. I mean, you're out with your girls, you're having fun. If you're doing that, basically all you're saying is that it's cool if I'm just sitting there as a voyeur and throwing money.
I said you could slap.
That is not what happened.
But
okay, so what? So the only thing that I could do is slap his butt?
Yes. What did Cynthia do? Nothing.
I'm trying to recall. She was getting, I believe, and not that I commit this to memory, but I believe she was getting touched.
I don't think so.
I think so.
No, I don't think so. I think she was one of the ones that threw the dollars and kept moving. Like, all the girls in that house didn't get flipped upside down and have cock in their face. Every girl didn't. Some of them did, and that's up to them. But the girls that didn't, that's
recall.
what I'm talking about. Like,
I don't recall.
Just like when I go to some strip clubs, I have people
Rashawn, that's not what you said. No, you're backpedaling. You basically said, nah, if you went, I mean, you said that's what girls do. That's what girls do when there's a bachelorette party. That's what they do. They're there, they're having fun, you're away for the weekend. Basically, only thing that you're saying right now is that if I went and I was watching, I threw a little bit of money across the room and I gave his little tushy a tap, then that would be okay.
That's fine.
So that's it.
Yeah.
Man, you ain't said nothing. Listen.
That's what I said. But there was some girls that did that and some girls that didn't. What did Candy do? Candy, she did what she did and she went to sleep. She wasn't.
Yeah, because that's her people's. Like, right, that's her employee. Like, she's done this and seen this 1,000 times.
Girls that I think that I would say, yes, my wife would do that. I'm not basing it off the girls that fuck the nigga.
I'm not talking about going that far.
You see what I'm saying?
And allegedly.
Or allegedly, whatever. I didn't say no names, but I'm not basing it off of them.
I'm a quick study.
I'm basing it off the ones that did that. Same thing with the strip club. When I go to a strip club, there's some guys that you be like, you could tell that don't get no ass, get no pussy, and they act like they love a stripper. If the stripper flips them over on the floor, they fuck the stripper back on the floor with clothes on because they getting they like that. And there's some dudes that be like, nah, don't touch me, get away from me. I don't want no coochie juice on me. It is what it is. But it's the environment and what it is. If you're out with your girls and you're having a good time, it's cool. But there has to be boundaries. And the boundaries is nobody's putting their cock on my girl. Not on her face, not on her leg, not on her arm.
So, okay, so let's be clear. So you'd be against me dancing with him.
How?
How else is a stripper going to dance with you?
Everything
He's not going to do the waltz.
But everything is
like,
how.
what do you think?
Nah, but everything is how. If you're all dancing with your girls and you're having a good time.
No, the girls aren't in a circle doing the running man and he's over there gyrating.
If he's gyrating,
come on.
If he's gyrating on you, know.
Oh, so now he can't even gyrate on me.
No, and it's corny anyway. Guys gyrating is corny.
Okay. You?
So let me ask you a question.
What?
If I was to go to a strip club, what's acceptable, what's not?
If you go to a strip club without me, nothing is acceptable.
Not even throwing dollars?
Oh, no, you can throw money. If you're at a strip club, you can throw money. Probably an agreed upon amount. like, you're not going to go there. Like, it would have to be an amount that would coincide with the value of the entertainment. So we would have to, come to a conclusion about how much money you bring to the strip club and what I think those girls are working for, what they deserve. And that's all you can do. Like, there's no tapping butts and lap dances or anything like. Now, if I'm there, that's different because then I'm in control. I get to choose the girl.
The funny
sit
thing,
on his lap. This is what I want you to do.
The funny thing about
we were in
Vegas.
It could have been in Vegas too, but we were. Was it? Wait. Was it Vegas? No, we were in Florida. We're in Florida because we were at my friend's strip club. Someone that I grew up with. Remember?
Oh yeah.
We were and June was there. It was me, you, and June, and the strippers there are butt naked with heels. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I was like, oh, this might be fun. So I called her over, asked her to do a few things, and your reaction was the funniest. Rashawn was there like this. The whole time. I'm like, It was amusing to me. It was funny.
Sounds like a setup. If a cop says, "Here, hold these drugs," you're gonna be like, "Okay, I'll hold these drugs." Here, what? No, get the fuck away from me.
I mean, I thought it was funny. It was amusing and entertaining for me.
But for myself, when it comes to the strip clubs, and this is the funniest thing, most girls know me in the strip club for not spending money.
Yeah, you're not.
Right. And
That is not you.
And I'll be honest with you, I know most of them because this is gonna sound so crazy. I'm usually their safe space. Meaning, when I go to a strip club or I go to a club, 9 times out of 10 they give me a table or a section, right? So I have my section, and it's usually me and my people. I don't get singles. I don't do it like. So what happened is the strippers, to get away from other people, usually they come sit in my section and they start talking to me, and they start asking me about usually my wife and what bags of shoes she has. That's usually the number one question. Or they usually ask me about my kids, and then. It's funny, I always have conversations with strippers about how they got into this life. And then when I come back, me and Gia have conversations about, hey, I spoke to the stripper. She said she was paid off for school. Or she said that her dad didn't really like her. Or she said,
her parents kicked her out.
My parents kicked her out. Like, but it's interesting to me because I always want to know, and no disrespect to any strippers that listen or follow us. A lot of them do. But I always want to know how. And the reason I always want to know how is to make sure that none of my daughters end up on the pole. And I know people are like, oh, that's a stretch, but I just want to know. I want to know what got you to that limit. Was it money? Was it you felt like you wanted money? Or did you feel like you needed attention? Or what was it that got you there? And I always want to know that mind frame. That's just me personally, what it is. But I ain't spending no money. But back to the thing.
No. He's too cheap to throw money at a strip club. So if y'all ever see him and you're a stripper, just avoid his table because you are not going to get paid. The only money this might be too much. The only money I've ever seen you actually throw at a strip club was money that was given to you by somebody to throw. I've never seen you throw your own money at a strip club. And we've been to quite a few strip clubs together.
Yeah, so usually...
Like a whole lot of strip clubs together.
Yeah. And I hate DJing strip club because they like to give you like, let's say they pay whatever, they like to give you like 20% singles. What do I want these singles for? These singles will go right home in my pocket, and then I'm going to take them right to the bank, and the bank will think I'm a stripper.
Yeah, if you're a promoter, don't give him stripper singles because they usually end up as petty cash in the console of my car.
There was one time we had about 3,000 singles, and I felt like that 3,000 singles lasted 2 years. I was giving everybody singles.
Yep.
I might even pay Benz in singles a couple times.
The strippers didn't get it.
Oh, definitely Irma.
Oh, yes.
Definitely.
He would give Irma the money to go buy stuff because he was too embarrassed to buy things with singles.
Irma would go to Costco like this.
Irma was laundering the stripper singles.
my
Yeah.
But to get back to the thing, yeah, when it comes to that, if you're out with your girls, I trust you 100%, and I trust your judgment.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you wouldn't have a cock just randomly on you. I know you wouldn't be jerking nobody's cock off.
Great, thanks.
I know.
Vote of confidence.
You're smart.
Appreciate that.
I wouldn't even have to ask if you're out having a good time. Even if you're making a clap for your girls and y'all dancing with each other. I mean, Gia be shaking a little bit. Gia be like, you know how every once in a while be like, you know, Gia does that.
I don't look like that.
But it's just
I know how to twerk.
I just know what it is. But anyway, you ready to get to the email of the week?
Yeah. Wait, what'd you say? Oh yeah, no! Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Gia has a busted challenge video.
No, not really. Yes, but not really. It wasn't meant for the public. It was just jokes here in the house, and this off recorded it in 4K.
All right. Well, let's get to the email of the week. Hello, Gia and Rashawn. First of all, before I ask this question, I do want to warn you to not be eating because my question is kind of gross. Miss Benz, that goes for you too. First of all, thank you, Gia and Envy, for being such a positive role models for the culture and to anyone out there. I don't know how you work with Benz. She's very annoying. And can you please send me
She's always doing the most.
Can you please send me her doctor's info in DR? Just joking. She works out. Just joking. Here goes my question. But I do need the advice, even though it's pretty gross. I started dating a guy who I really like. Long story short, we got up to the point of hooking up. But the problem is he does not shave or groom his pubic hairs at all. Myself, on the other hand, is like Miss Gia, and I have zero hair down there. Come on. Like,
hi.
Did we talk about that? I guess we did. With him...
No, I said that I don't have any hair anywhere.
Okay, I got you. With him, my stomach turns when I'm giving him oral sex. When I use my hand on him, I have to be careful not to yank his pubic hairs out. It is so gross and I felt nauseated while down there. I am not quite sure how to bring this up tactfully, and I'm not even sure if I could, since some people just don't groom down there at all. I do not want to offend him or make him feel embarrassed that if it really truly disgusts me. He is a good guy and I don't want to hurt his feelings, and I'm not sure if I could even be criticizing since if it is his body and his choice. I hope I don't grow shell out, but I'm thinking you guys will have some good advice for me. Thank you. My name is Eleonora, and I would like to remain anonymous. Oh. Why'd you say your name, silly? Once again, I love all of you, even Estat. Keep doing what you're doing. Sincerely, Miss E. Now, before I answer, because I want to start off, if you don't mind.
Of course, you can start
Can you
off.
give me 5 seconds? Let me run in there for 5 seconds. Count to 5. Count to 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seconds are up.
I'm coming back.
Okay, it's coming back.
All right. Now, Miss Eleanor, I'm so glad that you hit me. So I got this in the mail the other day, and I'm going to send it to you.
Oh, that's nice. What is it?
This is called Manscaped.
Oh, yeah, that's stuff that they sent you.
I'm keeping this one because this is for
Let me see.
nose and ears.
Oh, this is the weed whacker.
Yeah. But this right here is Manscaped, right? Shout out to Manscaped, the company. They are not sponsoring, so I don't even know why I'm bigging them up on this one. They sponsored for us before, but this will help you out. This will shave him, and it does not necessarily cut you where he has to worry about blood going crazy out his balls. All right, now let me tell you what you can do. Ben, can you make sure you send this to her? Please email her, get her address. She's a subscriber, so we're sending her. So shout out to all my subscribers.
Nice.
If you're a subscriber, we will be sending you cool stuff like this Manscaped thing.
Wait, do you have that
Yes.
open upstairs?
Yeah.
You've used it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So,
So is it just like a buzzer? Like
it's a buzzer. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
So,
We're the right people to come to for this.
yeah. So I get what you're saying, right? You don't want hair all over the place. So there's 2 ways that you can get it. One, you can tell them and be like, "Hey, babe, I love giving you oral, but I can't get busy because you have hair all over the place. Can you trim it down a little bit so I can do more what I need to do down there?" That's 1. 2, let them listen to this podcast because without the hair down there, that actually feels a lot better, right?
What part?
The balls and the part between the balls and ass feels amazing.
It's called the perineum.
Whatever. I call it a feels good spot. So that's the conversation I would have. I would tell them that it's difficult for you. You have hair all in your teeth and all in your mouth. You're coughing.
It's awesome.
That will be part of it. 2, when I send you this, give him this and say, "Hey, Envy and Gia sent me this for you and me. Let's try it and see what it works. And maybe you possibly shave him and be part of it."
See, I like that.
The next one is this you might not want to do, but you let your hair grow. Just let your shit grow. Let that shit be a big ass bush.
I should have foreseen that coming out of your
when
mouth.
that bush coming, he got to go down and he got fucking hair on his mouth. And then when he comes up, mouthful of hair, be like, "You don't like it, do you?" "Me neither." You could do it like that. Sometimes you have to know, but for most people, guys especially, I don't know about women, but it's not a conversation you have with your dad, right? My dad never said, "Hey boy, take these clippers and trim your shit." No, we just don't. We don't have these conversations. I had to kind of just learn and just say, "Hey, let me trim some of this hair off. Oh, this feels better. Let me keep it down. Let me maintain it." And that's what it pretty much is. It's to the point now where I fuck up Gia's razors. If you don't know, I trim with that.
You don't even understand.
I trim with that, which takes off the, large amounts of hair if you have. And then I use Gia's razor to make sure it's nothing. That's just me. That's how I like it. And it kills the funk down there. If you're a funkster like myself, I stink. If I work out, I stink. If
it's Wednesday, he stinks.
If it's Wednesday, I stink. I do stink. And that's because I work, I run around, I'm always moving, constantly moving. So the funk that comes out of my boxes will be crazy. But
he's good. He showers twice a day.
Right. But once I trim, you don't have that funk as much anymore. So that is another thing. Same thing with under my arms. Like I used to have, I used to sweat a lot. I still sweat, but when I trim under my arms, and you can use that for that as well, I don't sweat as well. And it doesn't, I don't have to, you don't smell like I've been working all day or I've been working out all day. So I would advise you to have those conversations with him. I would say basically blame it on yourself first, meaning, hey, babe, I want to try some things. I want to do some things to you, but I can't because the hair keeps getting caught in my throat. Let's trim it a little bit. I'll trim it for you. Let's do it together. Put a towel on the bed and trim it for him. I think that'd be cool. Make it a situation. You know what I mean? His ass got to stink too because he got to have all type of hair all in his ass. So his ass got to stink too. So you just might as well trim all that shit. And have a conversation with him. And I think that will work. And if he doesn't get it from there, then you're in trouble. Then I would say the last thing you do is just let your shit grow crazy and just it is what it is. What do you say?
So I wouldn't let my stuff grow crazy. I definitely, but I knew that I should have known that you were going to say something like that. And yes, Rashawn first does like a buzz cut. And then I would say maybe once every 3 weeks we argue because he uses my Venus razor.
I just bought your whole pack of razors.
I know. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. But he uses it to get really nice and close, and he doesn't tell me. He uses it, then he hangs it back up on the little hook that's stuck to the shower wall. And then I'll go to shave something and I'll cut myself because he dulled my razor. And I'll come to him with like a little napkin or a little Kleenex on my little bloody spot and be like, this is what you did to me. And then we fight. So yes, he's very well manscaped, and I appreciate that. And you've done that.
Hold on. Write this down because we're writing a book too. And we all talk about arguments. We argue about me using Gia's razor. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know if that's going to make the cut for the book, but
I just
okay.
thought about it. Stupid arguments.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Sorry.
I forgot what I was going to say.
You were saying we argue about that. Blood on a napkin, and you said we argue.
Okay, well, whichever way. Oh, I was going to say that I personally detest hair. On me, on him, anywhere. I can't, I personally do not like body hair. So I had been getting Brazilian waxes ever since I was probably like 17. So ever since I was 17, I've never had any hair. And then, I went full throttle by getting laser hair removal. So, we've talked about that before. And I would say you about the same thing. And about college, you started manscaping. And for me, it looks nicer. It looks more attractive.
And tell your husband, it makes his penis look bigger too.
I was going to say that it does make a man look a little bit more endowed.
I don't need that, but.
But hair just naturally traps odor and bacteria. So if you're a man and you're out there in the world doing manly things, that might be your situation in your boxer shorts. So having less hair or no hair, what have you down there, I think is a little bit more of a sanitary approach to how you care for your body. So I think it's good for you, and I think it's good for her. Now, if I'm her, I like everything that you said. So we were kind of thinking along the same lines. I'm going to kind of give it from my approach, though. If I'm the emailer and you're my man and you have a bush going on down there, I would probably have bought, now she doesn't have to do that because we're sending it to her, but I would have bought a kit. And I would, one particular night, I would have on something really sexy in the bedroom, and I would have it all set up. So when he came in, it was all set up there for him. And I would tell him that this is something that I was doing for him. And my reason would be not because of the funk or the bacteria, because it's unattractive. I would say that I would want to heighten his experience and heighten his pleasure and make him more sensitive down there. Because naturally, you have skin, you have a layer of hair, and then you have a tongue or lips or whatever. So if the skin and the lips are supposed to engage, the hair is a barrier. So that will decrease your sensitivity and the experience. So I would let him know, like, this is something I'm doing for you because I want to heighten our experience. And then I would let him know maybe some of the other benefits, but that wouldn't be part of that conversation. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then I would say, I am going to do it for you.
Right.
Like I would do it. Do you know what I mean? And then we would engage. And then I would say, okay, well, how do you like it? You know, what was the difference? Did you experience a difference? Like it would be more sexy and more playful, not, this, that, the third. It wouldn't be this whole massive explanation where I'd be instilling insecurity in him. I don't want him walking away thinking, God, do I smell? Or, oh, is it unattractive? Or does she not like that? Or can she floss with my pubes? Like, oh my gosh, like, is it that bad? Like, I wouldn't want him walking away feeling that way. Do you know what I mean? So that's how I would handle it.
Well, good luck.
And that wasn't gross. That's just,
Well, let us know
natural.
how it works out. Well, actually, I'm going to send you this. So Benz is going to send you that. And to all the subscribers out there, make sure you subscribe to our podcast. Every week, we're going to be sending just a person that subscribes, a random person, something cool, whether it's coffee mugs or wine glasses or a hat or some socks or whatever it may be.
You know what I might do? I might send some Ray Dunn.
Yeah.
Like share in our pleasures with our audience, right?
Yeah, so that's what we're going to do every week.
No unicorns, though. I'm not parting with my unicorns,
Right.
but you guys might get some salt and pepper shakers or something like that. That's easier to find.
But we're going to do that every week and send somebody something cool just to say thank you for riding with us. So make sure you subscribe. And also, I want to shout out to everybody that's going to join us at our next seminar, real estate seminar, which is March 14th in Atlanta. Tickets are almost sold out. So if you haven't got your tickets, get your tickets now. All right. And I am going to say this only for our listeners. If you email Benz, we'll give you a little discount. All right. You email Benz. Benz is like, yes. If you email Benz, only the people that listen to our podcast, email Benz, we'll give you a little discount because I just want to say thank you guys for riding with us. That's for the Atlanta one. And also, if you live in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area, we're doing one in New Jersey. It can only hold 500 people, so tickets will go fast. It's at the Meadowlands Expo Center. You can click the link in my bio or Caesar's bio for more information, or even Gia's bio. And I want to see you there, teach you guys how to purchase your first crib or investment properties. If you rent, how you could be saving more money by owning a home than renting. So we'll break all that down, and we have people that actually come to really teach you how to get in the real estate game. Now, I was going to go to another email, but I know we're short on time, and I want to talk to you about one more thing. So I don't remember. I don't know if you guys remember. A couple of months ago, we had Choka, who's a physician's assistant on here, and we were talking about the vaccine of COVID. 2 weeks ago, I received my first vaccine, Moderna shot. And I told you guys from the door that as soon as I got the opportunity, I was going to get it. I got lucky. And the reason I got lucky is because if you don't know, they have a certain amount of shots allocated for people. If they don't give you the shot during a specific time, it goes to waste. So once they open that capsule and they give you a shot, it might be each capsule might have 4 shots or 3 shots. So if they give 2 and somebody doesn't come, it's wasted. So one night, one of the pharmacies had an extra shot, and I was able to get a shot. My first shot of the Moderna shot. After a week, you're about 85 to 86% covered. Then you have to go back 4 weeks later for your second shot, which puts you in about 96, 97%. So right now I'm about 86% covered, which is great because I do a lot of traveling. Gia actually changed her mind, and she told me if they ever have another dose, let her know because she's willing to take the shot. And the next day, they actually had an extra dose. Somebody canceled. They couldn't find an essential worker to come. They were about to throw it out. Gia and I rushed down there, and Gia got her shot. What made you change your mind?
I did a lot of research because a lot of the things that were preventing me from getting the shot or wanting to get the shot was things that we were hearing, like little buzzes in the air on the internet, on social media, friends talking amongst themselves, some people in the medical profession that I know, us talking amongst ourselves. I was getting information from so many different people. I no longer believe that it's a conspiracy.
I don't know.
And not that I believed it before, but it definitely gave me a moment of pause if you guys watched that particular podcast. So you guys know me for the most part, it's about the preponderance of the evidence. You know, you throw everything on a scale and you start to see which way it tipped. And for me, the deciding factor is, or was, because I did get the shot, COVID is rampant. Less now because of the vaccine, but I'm knowing more and more people that are contracting it, even with the vaccine being out there. In recent weeks, I've known a couple of people that have passed as a result of it. So the deciding factor for me is we know how COVID can affect people, and that can result in serious illness or death. Even if you survive COVID, I know someone who she is in her 50s and she went through a really serious bout of COVID. It was a fight. She survived COVID, but she was left with severe lung damage, and her doctor gave her no more than 5 years to live. So with these things taken into consideration, I feel as though with the studies that they've done on people that have gotten the vaccine, so the test groups and whatnot, our professionals, they believe that there are not going to be any negative effects or long-lasting negative effects as a result of taking the vaccine. Whereas I know that if you contract COVID, there is a good enough likelihood that there will be long-lasting effects that could result in serious health issues or death. So when I put those two things on the scale, it tipped in the favor of getting the vaccine for me.
Yeah, so Gia did get the shot. I got the shot as well. I got the shot, it hurt. When I got the initial shot, it hurt. I ain't gonna sit there and lie. It was painful.
He
But
was
it was just
bleeding everywhere.
Yeah, I was bleeding everywhere. But the next day, my arm was pretty much dead, like hurting. Only for a day. Then after that, it was fine. And Gia the same.
For me, it was 2 days. I got the shot, and today's my first good day. It was, the shot itself was nothing. I barely even felt the needle go in, so that was painless, completely painless for me. But then the next day, my arm was in a lot of pain. And then the following day, my shoulder actually felt as though it was semi-dislocated. That's how much pain my arm was in. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because I haven't really heard anybody speak on it.
Oh, no. And then my mother said she had pain when she got her first shot. My dad said he got pain.
And then I have another friend who had the vaccine, and he was going, and it was the same day that I had mine, and he was going through the same thing. Like the pain was comparable to what I would imagine my shoulder being dislocated felt like. It was a lot of pain. I couldn't pick things up. I couldn't just sit up and get out of bed because the weight of my dead arm to bring it forward, it caused pain. So yeah, so that's been our experience. Yeah. But today I'm fine.
Absolutely. Well, just wanted to tell you, share that with you guys because we had the podcast on it and we wanted you to hear both sides. We actually both got the shot and we have to go back in, I believe, 2 weeks to get the last dosage. They also said that a lot of people don't even go get the last dosage. After they get the 86%, they're like, nah, we good. But hopefully that I'm still working now, but allow me to be more comfortable when I go out. Right. I'm still going to double mask and still be safe, but now I know that I won't be bringing it back into the house for my kids and my parents. So just wanted to give you guys an update on that.
And also, in case you don't know, the vaccine does not include them injecting the virus into your body. No. So just know that.
Yeah, no, they're not. Right. Yeah. All right. Well, if you guys want to email us, you can always email us, thekcrew@gmail.com. That's THEEKCrew@gmail.com. And we just want to say thank you guys for riding with us. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next week. I'm DJ Envy.
And I'm thinking we should tape another podcast right now because we have a little bit of time.
All right, maybe after.
Okay, sounds good. And I am Gia Casey.
That's another edition of the KC Crew.
Toodles.